Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Kathy. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is my first ever YouTube video. I am so excited to finally have the courage to start my own YouTube page. Like, it has been years that I've been wanting to do this. So about me, I love everything beauty, fashion, lifestyle. Like, that's the type of content you guys will be or should be expecting from me. However, I also want to create a space where we get to talk and get to know each other. So to begin, I figured I start with a little Q&A. So I gathered up a few questions from my followers and family and friends from Instagram and Snapchat. And guys, hold on. I am using my work phone to pull up the answers, and I'm using my my actual phone to record, so bear with me. Okay, so first question: when did you start doing makeup? So I started doing makeup, I think, around the age of like 12 to 13. That's when I like gained interest, and I was still back home at that time. And when I came to the United States, that's when I really started experimenting with like a lot of makeup products, and you know, because I had more access now. So yeah, I would say about like 12, 13 years old. What made you want to start YouTube? What inspired you? I have been wanting to actually start my own YouTube for like years. Like, it's been years since I've been wanting to do this, and I just never had the courage to do it. Maybe a little bit of fear, you know, maybe self-doubt kind of played a part into it. And I feel like as life went on, you know, you go to college, I just didn't prioritize it. You know, it wasn't a priority of mine at a certain point, you know, but I knew I always wanted to do it. And, you know, I just got inspired, you know, when I was having a conversation with my sister. My family and my close friends have actually been asking me to start a YouTube page for years too. Like, they've been wanting me to start a YouTube page. Like, they would call me and be like, hey, help me do my makeup, or hey, teach me how to do this. Or, you know, my sister is always FaceTiming me like, hey, look at my eyebrows, like, is this eyebrow okay? And I would have to like, hey, no, you didn't arch it, okay, and all that stuff. So like, they've been encouraging me as well. So I would give them the kudos for the inspiration to actually go for it, you know. So thank you guys. How old are you? I am 30 years old, guys. Like, time goes by. Let me tell you something. What time's gonna do, time is gonna go by, because, you know, before you know it, it's like you're 30. It's like, damn, how the hell did I get here? You know, like, I was just 23 like yesterday. But let me tell you something, guys. Like, I really am enjoying this new chapter in my life. I feel like the 30s are just like your 20s, but with like more money, and like you're so more in tune with yourself, you know. So I really am excited for this next chapter in my life, and to just get to know myself a little bit more. So yeah, guys. Where did you grow up? I grew up in Lusaka, Zambia, so it's like the south central part of Africa. So yeah, that's where I grew up. What products do you use the most or like? So to be honest, guys, like, I use different products. I use high-end products, I use store brand products. Like, to me, it's not about the name or the brand. I feel like it's more about the effectiveness. So on this page, I'm not going to encourage people to be like, hey, focus on this brand, but I want people to use products that actually work for them. Like, experiment on products that actually work for you. Like, I have different products from high-end to store brand products, and some of these high-end products work just as effectively as the store brand products. Like, they all work the same. Sometimes the store brand products work even a little bit better. I feel like go with like what your skin likes, you know, and what your skin accepts. Like, know your skin and what goes with your skin. So I would put more emphasis on the effectiveness of the product than the name or the brand. So at least that's what I try to do. What do you enjoy doing the most? So, you know, I feel like being in my 30s, I am going through a transition where, like, in my 20s, I was very outgoing. I was a very outgoing person. I was out every weekend. I mean, sometimes starting Thursday, like I'll be out Thursday, Friday, Saturday, like just kicking it, having a good time. And so now, like, I'm in my 30s, I feel like I am a little more chill now, you know, like I enjoy doing things I never got to do. Like, I never used to go out for brunch because I used to be out partying all night. Like, I'm not gonna wake up in the morning to go to brunch. Like, I just got home at 7 a.m. Like, literally, I used to get home at 7 a.m., sometimes 8, sometimes 9, from like the night before, you know? So now I'm enjoying doing those things like brunch, going to dinner early, going for cocktails, you know, just like more like low-key stuff, like going to the museum. Like, I never prioritized doing those things because I just wanted to party. Like, I really enjoy partying and I don't regret it at all, because I feel like some of these things, you want to get those things out of your system so that they don't linger around, whereas, you know, now you're like in your 30s, 40s, still in the club, you know what I mean? Like, I never wanted that. Like, I never wanted to be those types of people. Not to judge. I am not judging anybody. If you love to be in the club and you're like in your 30s, 40s, 50s, kudos to you, you know? But I'm just saying, like, for me, I wanted to get that party phase out of the system. Like, it's not something that I miss anymore. Like, yes, I'll still go out, but I don't have the urge to do it like I used to, you know what I mean? And I wanted to get to a point where I never wanted to look back and regret not doing certain things. Like, I don't, you know, so yeah, I really enjoy partying, but it's just something I'm not really into anymore. So I'm really into like chill stuff. So what are your favorite movies? I love Home Alone. Like, Home Alone is like one of my favorite movies, and I love it because it's one of the reasons I actually wanted to come to the United States, you know, believe it or not. Like, so in Africa, where I'm from, like around Christmas time is like rainy season over back in my country. So I used to watch Home Alone, and I used to tell my dad, I'm like, Dad, like, I want that Christmas. I always wanted like a white Christmas with like snow and all that stuff. Like, that was the Christmas I wanted. So I feel like that's why it started me wanting to live abroad, you know? So that's one of my favorite movies. And Coming to America, I think Coming to America and Friday are tied together. Like, I love those movies. Like, I've watched them like a thousand times. And also I love Avengers movies, like any Marvel movies. Like, I love Marvel. I love DC too, but like Marvel just takes the cake for me. I love any Marvel movie, don't matter what it is. What are your biggest fears? My biggest fear is snakes. I do not like snakes. I'm just like afraid, to the point where, like, even if I had to see like a snake on TV or something, or I'm scrolling down and I see a snake, like, I'll even dream about it. Like, I'll have nightmares about it, you know? Like, I'm so afraid of snakes. And I fear drowning. I fear like bodies of water. Like, I don't know, I think it comes from the fact that I almost drowned when I was a kid. Like, I jumped into the pool when I didn't know how to swim. Don't ask me why I thought that was a good idea when I was 7 years old. But yeah, I dove into the pool head first without any type of swimming lessons. I don't know what I was thinking, but it's a story for another day. So yeah, I'm really afraid of like drowning. I was even thinking to myself, I'm like, what is worse between drowning or like dying from like fire? Like, you caught on fire and then you die from that. Like, I don't know. I still think like I'd rather, I don't know. Would I rather like die from like catching on fire or like drowning? I don't know. Those I don't know, guys. But yeah, drowning, I'm afraid of it. What do you like to watch? I think I just answered that. I love Avengers movies. I love drama, romantic. I just can't do horror movies. Like, horror movies are just, no. Or like movies that are too bloody. I really don't like a lot of blood. yeah, I try to stay away from that. So anything that's not a horror movie or like too bloody, you know, like I'm not gonna watch the Dema documentary because it's just too much, which I do like crime documentaries, but I stay away from that, those type of documentaries, because they're just so graphic and just horrific. I don't know, I just can't do it. When is your birthday? My birthday is October 26th. I am a Scorpio. I know y'all love us or not. Y'all don't like us. I don't know why. Like Scorpions, we don't be bothering nobody. Like we don't do nothing to nobody. Like why don't y'all like us? Like we get a bad rep. Like why? Like come on. Like we are the best. So I love being Scorpio. Scorpio gang. Places you've traveled and want to travel. What are the places I've traveled or want to travel? So I've been to South Africa, I've been to Zimbabwe, I've been to the United States, I've been to Canada. Okay, so this wasn't like anything, like I didn't go there to like stay or anything, but I had a layover in France. But I still tell people I've been to France, okay? Because I stepped foot in France, like period. Like y'all can't tell me otherwise, okay? I've been to France. But yeah, you know what, places I really want to go to, I do want to go back and visit Paris. But places I've been wanting to go to is like the Caribbean. I really want to go visit the Caribbean. I want to go to the Maldives. I want to visit Bora Bora, and I actually want to go back to my country, but as a tourist this time, because I felt like when I was back home, you know, I didn't get to see my country for the beauty that it is. Like, you know, we have amazing safaris, we have the Victoria Falls. I've never seen the Victoria Falls, so I'm really excited to go back home and just like visit all these beautiful tourist attractions that I never got the chance to see, you know. And sometimes it takes for you to actually like leave the country for you to like appreciate, you know, what you had. You know what I mean? Like one of those things, like you never know what you have until it's gone. Guys, I just messed up here. I cannot find. I hate Android phones. Okay, here we go. Favorite activities or things to do. I love taking naps. I love taking naps, guys. Like you can invite me for a nap and I'll be game. I'll be for it. I'll be like, yeah, let's do it. I love taking naps. Love staying home, watching TV, watching movies. That's another thing I didn't get to do a lot of when I was in my 20s. Like I never used to be home. Like when I used to live with my family, if I'm home, they'll think I'm sick or something. They'll be like, why are you home? Is like everything okay? Like, are you good? I'm like, yeah, I'm good. I just want to stay at home. That's something that never used to happen. I always used to be out. I never used to stay home. But now it's like I enjoy just being home. Like doing nothing gets me excited. Like I love to just do nothing sometimes, you know? So yeah. Okay, next question. What are you watching right now? Right now I am watching She-Hulk. It's not really like my favorite like Avengers series, but I guess it's something to watch. I'm also watching the House of the Dragons, aka House of Dragons, because why is it the House of the Dragons? Like nobody's got time to say all that, you know. House of Dragons. I'm also just not into it yet. I feel like I'm comparing it to like Game of Thrones. Like I really wanted to give me that vibe Game of Thrones had, and I'm just not finding it, you know. I don't know, maybe I just need to like clear out Game of Thrones out of my mind and not compare it. But right now it's like I'm comparing and I want that same effect, like Jon Snow and like, you know, Daenerys. I'm just not into it. I'm also watching the Kardashians. I just love the Kardashians, and it's a guilty pleasure. Like it's really a guilty pleasure. I know a lot of people, you know, look down on like watching reality TV or whatnot. I know my family's like judgy. Y'all judge me for watching reality TV. But I love watching the Kardashians. I think it's fun. What do you do for a living? I live. I am living for a living. I just live. You know, I read a meme that said people ask you what you do for a living to size up how much respect they can give you, or something in those lines, which I think is kind of true. Like, people ask, yo, what do you do for a living, to see how much respect they can give you, you know. But for the sake of just transparency, I guess, I do work for the mayor's office. I'm not gonna tell you which mayor, but I feel like with my job, it's not fun anymore to tell people what I do, because I feel like it turns into a debate for some reason. Like, people want to throw in what's not working with the city, and oh, this is happening, why isn't anybody doing this, and this and that. Like, I really just don't have time to like get into like the whole debate thing. So I do work for the mayor's office, and I do love what I do, by the way. I love working in the department that I work in. I feel like we do very important work, and I feel like it's a purposeful job, you know. We work on a lot of initiatives for the city, and it's so nice for me to see some of the things that I work on like really displayed in the city, you know, like throughout the city, billboards or whatever, you know, on the news. Like, I really love to see that, because I feel like it's very impactful. So yeah, how do you stay confident? I really believe in, if you look good, you feel good, you know. I could be going through like the shittiest time of my life, worst time of my life, but honey, once I get my hair done, my nails done, and I have a cute outfit, like, I could walk through the fire with a champagne glass, like, just like just stories to life, buildings falling apart, and just everything getting torn to pieces, and I'm just like, well, I still look good, you know. So I feel like, in as much as how like you present yourself in the outward, you know, it matters and everything, but I feel like also taking care of yourself like inwards is really important. Like, some of the ways that I stay confident is I meditate, you know. I started getting into meditating, words of affirmations. I really enjoy doing those things now, and I feel like they really do help, you know, to just boost your confidence and, you know, reduce stress or anxiety or whatever is going on. You know, meditation really does work. Are you dating someone? I have been trying to dodge this question for a while and somehow it's managed to follow me. No guys, I am single. I know y'all have been wondering, y'all have been sliding in my DMs wondering why, you know, I took down the pictures, and, you know, some of you are like lurking but don't want to be in my business. Y'all should mind your business. But no, as of right now, I'm single.
You in my business? Yeah, don't do that. Anywho,
I'm not ready to mingle though, so do not. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna say what I wanted to say, but yeah. But anyway, guys, this is it for the Q&A. I didn't want to make this video too long, so if you liked this content, this type of videos, guys, please, I would encourage you to subscribe to my channel. Please like and comment if there's anything you feel like, hey, I would like you to do a video on this. Please give me suggestions. I will be so happy to look through all these suggestions and see how we can work through that. Otherwise, I would love for you guys to join this little community that I'm trying to build. So please subscribe to my channel so you can get the notifications when I post the latest content. So please stay tuned to the next video.